It's a story as old as time. One sibling gets away with everything. The other gets blamed for everything. One child is doted on with affection and attention, while the other is quietly asked to understand, to sacrifice, to accept. Parental favoritism is a topic rarely discussed openly, yet almost universally felt. It often starts small: a longer hug, a softer punishment, an extra gift during the holidays. But over time, it grows. The gap widens. One child becomes the favorite, while the other becomes the forgotten. And what makes this issue so painful is that it happens in the very place we're supposed to feel the safest: home. What drives a parent, someone who is supposed to love each of their children unconditionally, to consistently lean toward one? Is it deliberate? Is it subconscious? Is it something that can change? As we go through this journey, we're going to explore not just the surface reasons, but the deep roots. We'll walk through psychology, family dynamics, emotional trauma, culture, identity, and the echo of past generations. We will also address what it feels like to grow up in that shadow and how to heal from it. Because favoritism doesn't just create sibling rivalry. It can affect your self-worth, your confidence, your relationships, and your ability to fully love yourself. But here's the truth. Understanding favoritism is the first step to healing from it. And today, we'll take that step together. Every child is born into the world with the same silent plea: see me, love me, accept me as I am. And yet, for many, that plea goes unheard. You might be the middle child whose achievements were always overshadowed by a high-achieving older sibling, or the introverted youngest child who never quite fit into the energetic rhythm of the family. Or maybe you were the eldest, the responsible one, who was never allowed to make mistakes, never allowed to simply be a kid. Favoritism doesn't always come in loud declarations. Often it whispers, in the choice of words, in the tone of voice, in the subtle shifts of energy at the dinner table. It shows up in who gets comforted when they cry, who gets believed when there's an argument, who gets asked about their day, and who doesn't. Sometimes it's about gender. Sometimes it's about ability. Sometimes it's just about who needs less from a parent who has nothing left to give. But no matter how it shows up, favoritism leaves a mark, and not just on the one left out. Because while one child may get more praise, more gifts, more grace, they also carry a different burden: the pressure to perform, the fear of losing that special status, the guilt of being the favorite. Meanwhile, the less favored child often grows up battling feelings of inadequacy, trying to earn love they should have never had to fight for in the first place. And the worst part? Many families deny it ever happened. They'll say, "We loved you all the same." But love is not just in what is said. It is in what is shown. It is in the late night talks, the warm embraces, the consistent presence. And when one child receives more of that, it changes the whole family. But it doesn't have to define your future. Because whether you were the scapegoat, the forgotten one, or the golden child under pressure, you have the right to heal, to be seen, to be chosen, starting now. Understanding the emotional anatomy of favoritism is only the beginning. The more we recognize how these patterns emerge, the more we realize just how much they can shape our beliefs, behaviors, and emotional patterns as adults. And yet, awareness is power. It gives you the ability to shift the narrative, to draw boundaries where there were none, to extend compassion to your wounded inner child, to become the kind of parent, friend, or partner you always needed. So now, let's go deeper. Not just into the why, but into the what next. 1. Projection of unfulfilled dreams. Sometimes parents see their own lost dreams or ambitions in one child, and they begin to favor that child as a way of vicariously living out their own regrets. 2. Personality compatibility. Parents are humans first. They may naturally click with one child more because of shared interests, communication style, or even temperament. Unfortunately, they may lean toward that child without realizing it. 3. Birth order stereotypes. The eldest may be seen as the leader, the youngest as the baby, the middle as the one who can handle it. These stereotypes influence how affection, attention, and responsibility are distributed. 4. Gender expectations and cultural norms. In some cultures, boys may be favored over girls, or vice versa, due to social expectations. Sometimes, this is deeply ingrained in cultural conditioning and not actively questioned by the parent. 5. Unresolved childhood trauma of the parent. Parents who were themselves favored or unfavored in their childhood may unconsciously repeat these dynamics, not knowing how to parent differently. 6. Behavioral reinforcement loops. A child who excels at something, sports, academics, charm, may naturally receive more praise. Over time, this can create a feedback loop where that child consistently gets favored treatment because it's easier for the parent to be proud of them. 7. Health conditions or special needs. A child with chronic illness, learning difficulties, or emotional instability may receive more attention, either out of necessity or sympathy. Conversely, a high-achieving child may get more praise and attention, causing siblings to feel less special by comparison. 8. Trauma bonding or unresolved loss. Sometimes, a child becomes a replacement for someone the parent lost, like a deceased sibling, a parent, or even a version of themselves. This creates an emotionally complicated dynamic where other siblings are left feeling invisible. 9. Parental guilt or regret. A parent who feels guilty about not being present for a child due to divorce, incarceration, addiction, or absence might overcompensate with that child later, creating an unspoken favoritism. 1. Name the pattern, even if others deny it. Acknowledging what happened is your first act of reclaiming your story. You don't need the family's approval to validate your feelings. 2. Understand it's not about your worth. You didn't fail to win love. Their favoritism says more about their limitations than your value. 3. Set emotional boundaries. If favoritism is ongoing, emotional boundaries are necessary. Limit emotional investment in relationships that consistently devalue you. 4. Reparent yourself. Give yourself the emotional care you deserved growing up. Celebrate your achievements. Comfort yourself in hard moments, and be the advocate for yourself that you never had. 5. Build found families. Surround yourself with friends, partners, or mentors who choose you, not because of obligation, but because of love. 6. Seek therapy or counseling. Therapists, especially those specializing in family systems therapy, can help untangle emotional roles you were forced into as a child. 7. Write your emotional narrative. Start a journal or write a letter to your younger self. Tell the truth about what happened, what you felt, and what you needed but didn't get. 8. Address sibling relationships directly, when possible. If favoritism caused tension with siblings, honest dialogue can break cycles of resentment. Many siblings suffer silently, both the favored and unfavored. 9. Practice reparenting yourself. Affirmations, self-soothing, play, celebration. You are now responsible for creating the love that was missing, and you deserve it. Let me leave you with this. The deepest wounds often come from the people who were supposed to protect us, but the deepest healing comes from choosing to protect ourselves. If you've lived under the shadow of favoritism, know this. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to wish things were different. But it's also okay to move forward, to create the love you never received, to build a life that honors all the parts of you that was silenced or sidelined. You are more than the role you were assigned in your family. You're not too much. You're not too quiet. You're not invisible. You are here. You are seen. You are enough. Thank you for walking this long path with me. Share this with someone you love. You never know who's quietly carrying this weight. Until next time, be gentle with your heart. The child who wasn't chosen grows into the adult who must choose themselves every single day. Choose yourself. Choose peace. Choose growth. And above all, choose love.